So basically, where we're picking up off is get the Galaxy S22 for 200 bones for your streaming camera. However, I've got an iPhone 14 Pro that I plan on using as a hotspot for my iPhone XR. So this is basically like an old iPhone. I can record in like 720, and I'm gonna use this as like my camera. Hook up a battery here to the phone. Stream this as my camera. I've got my tripod here, and so we're just gonna look up some other options to stream IRL. The goal is to eventually start streaming at the gym, and whenever we take our son out on a trip, wherever, Disney, whatever, if we go to a park or something fun, I want to be able to stream that, and then later on go home, take that stream, chop it up, and throw it up on YouTube. And yeah, that's it. Place of GoPro. Well, see, the thing is like we're starting out on a budget, so I'm going to use what I have right now, and I can use my iPhone 14 as the hotspot for the iPhone XR since we're on a budget. Um, I'm looking into this wireless plan called Visible Plus. It's from Verizon, and for 35 bucks a month, um, you can get unlimited hotspot, which is it's pretty cheap in my opinion. I'm like, that's kind of cheap, but we're gonna test it out, see how reliable it is, and if it's good, we'll stick with it. What do people usually use? Is it GoPros or is it cameras? So a lot of the top streamers are using Androids because of the cameras that the Androids have. I guess they have really nice and like the Androids have really nice cameras. However, if you're just starting out, you can use any smartphone really. They have like the nice. I think they have like most of like the smart cameras, like the iPhones or Androids they record up to 720p, which is 1080 is good, 4K is great, but 720 is just as good and it looks super smooth anyway. Um so you don't really need like the most expensive stuff, cuz like if I could afford a $2,000 streaming setup, then we'd be going over a different um we'd be going over something different right now. But we are doing how to stream IRL on a budget. So basically, we're going to see what the internet has to say, and then if we got time, I'll go over what I have as far as my two phones, a battery pack, and a tripod. Plus, it's hot in the summertime. So hopefully by next year, I have a whole different setup that I can take out into the heat. Like if we go to Disney World or something like that, if we are running around outside in the heat, we'll have something that's able to sustain the heat. But for now, we got our two iPhones, a tripod, and a Dream, and we're just going to see what the internet has for us. So basically, this guy's showing us how to do it on like on a budget, and he is suggesting using a Galaxy S22 for 200 bones. So we're gonna watch this video. It's the first one that we saw, so we're just gonna watch, listen, and see what we can learn. Why you should make a VOD channel? I'm actually gonna say that to watch later.
24 hours of battery life. You can call, watch, stream. You can do so many things on it at the same time, and it won't die on you, right? Second, the biggest problem with iPhones is overheating. If you have an iPhone, you know it overheats if you're gonna IRL stream with it.
That's very true. iPhones overheat like crazy, which I'm glad that he said that. I'm really glad that he said that because I have two iPhones and they overheat all the time.
Samsung Galaxy do not overheat after 6 hours, or after 6 hours is when they overheat, which is pretty good. You're not gonna be streaming for 6 hours. I think so.
Yeah, I would assume that you're streaming for like 1 to 2 hours. But damn, that's crazy. 6 hours is
But if you do
crazy.
it regardless, 6 hours of not overheating, and then after that it starts lagging a bit. Okay, that's that. Second, how are you gonna stream on a new phone, or how are you gonna stream with a current phone with no connection? I got you with that. T-Mobile right now, not sponsored, I wish it was, is doing a free hotspot. They're giving away a hotspot for anybody that's a K through 12 student. You don't gotta be one. Trust me, I got mine. I'm in college. Okay, K to 12. You're gonna come here. You're gonna click apply. Don't worry. I'm linking everything in my description for you guys. Just watch it first, or if you want to follow, click the link and follow with me. You apply for this, right? It's gonna ask you about your address, your name, this and that, right? After you fill up all that information, it's gonna take you to this page at the very last, the very end, right? It's gonna ask you about your school. It's gonna ask you what state you're in. Don't lie about that. Put your state you're in. School district. Don't lie about that. Put whatever school district you're in. If you don't see your school, don't stress it. Just put my school is not listed. Okay. And here for your student ID, this is the most important part of this video. I cannot stress it. This is the most important part of the video. Listen up. Okay. Listen up.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
You need a student ID for this to work. If you remember your high school, elementary, middle school ID is going to work. Trust me. I'm in college, like I said again, and it works for me. If you have a sister, a brother, niece, nephew, mom, dad, whoever's still in school, that still has a student ID, it works.
Damn, I've got younger brothers that are in high school, so I'm finna hop on that chat.
Trust me, you get their ID and it would work. I'll give you a little bonus tip for this. You can get multiple ones out of this, right? If you have two
Ooh, that's tough.
brothers, two sisters, if you have 3 brothers, 3 sisters, just spam that shit. Do the same thing what I just did, the same application you just did. Do it 3 times and you get 3 hotspots.
That's crazy. I've actually got 3 brothers, 2 brothers. No. One just graduated, so I have 2 in high school. Finna run it up, chat.
You heard it from me though. Either ways, after you put the student ID, you gotta upload one of these files. I think the first one is the easiest one. You just copy and you just paste it back to our old reliable ChatGPT over here. You ask him, yo, fill this out with my school information. Give him your school information and give him your full name and last name. And it should give you something like this, a downloadable link for this. You download the link, you paste it up here, and you should get something like this where it says, all done. T-Mobile hotspot device and service will be yours soon.
Oh, you get a device?
Okay. After that, all you gotta do is just wait. Okay. So far, we got your phone situation settled and we got your Wi-Fi hotspot settled. Okay. Super easy, super simple. Okay. No one's talking about this T-Mobile thing. I'm telling you, this is the biggest game changer ever. Because if you know about IRL streaming, a lot of dead spots, a lot of 0 bit rate, and you're cooked. Okay. Third of all, Henry, how do I IRL stream in general, bro? I never IRL stream ever. I got you. Trust me. I got you. Okay. We're going to go to VDO Ninja. It's better if you go on your phone. I'm on my PC showing you because I'm recording on my PC, but it's better if you do it on your phone, right? Remember, I'm going to link all this for you guys in the description. You go to VDO Ninja, you click add your camera to OBS, right? Once you do that, you click allow all this on your phone, whatever the hell, right? You give permission, all that. Once you see your camera loaded up here, you'll see your camera turn on and you'll see yourself on it. It's gonna give you a link. Okay. After it gives you a link, you go to OBS and you would click a browser source and you click the VDO Ninja URL and you would click it right there. You paste it in there, just a browser feature, and it would work. That's as simple as that. Ain't no jumping loops or nothing. That's it. The moment you do that, you click, you get the link, you paste it on OBS browser feature, you're live. That's it. That's all you got to do. But keep in mind, the one thing with that is the camera is based off your connection. That's why we got the hotspot. to do that. In your
So you'd have to start at the PC to go live, because you have to be on your PC to hit the live button on OBS.
house is gonna be, if you have good Wi-Fi, it's gonna be really good. You can just use it as a second phone or second camera. You can just have it, as a display to the left and show different angles when you're streaming, or just a second camera,
Damn,
full
that's
cam, something
smart
like
as
that.
hell. I'm about to download
Either
that
way,
right now.
if you want it for that, that's how you do it. That's why we got the hotspot. You would go live with the phone, connect the tripod or whatever the hell you want to do, get the hotspot, connect the hotspot to your phone, and you're IRL streaming. It's as simple as that. Okay? So we went over S22, best phone to get in the market. Free T-Mobile hotspot. No one's talking about this free hotspot. I'm surprised there's not a lot of people talking about this. Free hotspot. Free hotspot. Free. And then we talked about VDO Ninja, the best free website to IRL stream. You ain't got to pay nothing. This is for free. Okay? If you guys have any questions, tell me in the comments. If you want an in-depth tutorial how to do VDO Ninja, I can definitely help you guys with that as well. But I'm just trying to put you guys
I might
on the game.
download
I want to see more people making more content. I want to see more IRL streamers popping off.
VDO Ninja right
If I
now.
helped you guys, help me out over here, chat. Help me out here. Slide me a little follow. Let's try to get it 3,000 followers over here on YouTube. Appreciate you guys.
All right, I'm gonna subscribe because that was pretty good. I'm gonna go over to my other browser real fast, chat. T-Mobile. Let's go. Let's go, chat. We're cooking. We're cooking. All right, let's see what else we got going on. That was actually low key. Easiest setup for IRL. Yeah, you got your phone. Interesting. Camera, cloud, PC, Twitch. Two phone IRL streaming. Under $500 is crazy. Oh, you can use GoPros, Androids, iPhones, Pro IRL mobile stream rig. 4 years ago, that's crazy. People were ahead of the curve. Live stream from anywhere. Ultimate low budget 5G mobile DSLR live streaming setup. That's ridiculous. Budget is crazy that they use that. How to IRL? So basically, what I use is my iPhone 14 Pro Prism Live, and literally that's it. You just need to make sure it's charged. Use a tripod. Yeah, it's. But I'm trying to set it up to where. I'm trying to set it up to like where I can hook up this XR, so iPhone 10, use this as the camera, right, with the tripod, and that way I can set it up wherever, and then I can read chat on my phone and use my phone if somebody calls me or texts me. Okay, here's this one. Budget IRL streaming with a phone, no backpack needed.
So I heard you wanted to get into IRL streaming, but you're on a budget and you don't want to invest in a 1,000 or 2,000 pound IRL
Buddy, I've got 2 iPhones, like, and a tripod. Like, I'm invested some money
backpack.
already.
Well, I'm here to tell you that you don't need to get that to get
You mean I don't need to spend $30,000 on a streaming setup? What?
started in IRL. So the first thing that I invested in is a Samsung S23.
Mind you, if you are on a super budget, you need one phone. Download Prism Live, and you can hook up Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Kick, and the chat pops up on the screen. Like, yeah, we're just doing this for fun. We're just looking to see what other people are doing.
This is not the Plus, it's not the Ultra, it's just the S23 because that's what my budget allowed for. But if you can, definitely get an S25 Ultra. This Samsung S23 is absolutely amazing.
The S23, Buddy said S22. She's saying S23. It looks like a lot of people are jumping on the Android bandwagon because iPhones overheat. I think I'm going to live stream on this phone tomorrow indoors in the AC just to see how fast it will overheat, and hopefully it lasts at least an hour, because a lot of the stuff that I stream is going to be inside out of the sun. But I'm interested to see, maybe I should do a live test where this is sitting on a battery pack outside in the sun. I'm very interested. Well, we might not do it in the sun. We might do it. Let's just do it in the sun. Because, yeah. Well, see, I'm 50-50 because in the sun, most equipment's going to overheat. But should we do it in the shade but still in the heat? Let me think about it. But tomorrow I'm going to do it inside live stream, see how fast it overheats. Galaxy S22, 23 over the iPhone, chat? What are we doing?
I did buy it from Back Market, which is a website for refurbished phones. I bought it for £221.
She's putting on game. Refurbish is the way to go, chat. Unlocked.
In fair condition. Back Market has quality checkers to basically ensure that it runs perfectly fine. However, because it's in fair condition, it does have some marks and scratches on the side, but again, that's okay.
That's okay. Yeah, we're
Because
cooking.
I am just using this for the camera. Why Samsung? First of all, Android allows you to use IRL Pro and 8.
My bad, chat.
Wix.
We're trying to see what she's talking about. We need visuals. We need visual, chat.
Professional website.
100 mAh, which is very powerful. It will fast charge to remove the watermark and to have extended stream duration. iPhone does allow you to have Streamlabs Pro. IRL Pro is an app that have some marks and scratches on the side, but again, that's okay because I am just using this for the camera. Why Samsung? First of all, Android allows you to use IRL Pro. IRL Pro is an app which I'm going to talk about in a lot more detail later. I feel like IRL Pro app is the best app. The IRL Pro app is currently unavailable on iPhone. However, iPhone does allow you to have Streamlabs, Prism, and Larix. I believe Streamlabs is very limiting,
Prism.
so I don't really like it. With Prism and Larix, the problem is that you can stream, but you need premium to remove the watermark and to have extended stream duration. That's why
I don't know how true that is because I've streamed Prism already. And I don't think I've had any watermarks. Hey, that's us, chat. That's us right now. 36 followers to go. Let's go, chat. What are we doing? Where's everybody at? This is so crazy. I have Fallout style buttons here since I've started, and I honestly, this is like years and years and years ago. But anyway, what are we doing? We're going to Can I not go to my channel? There we go. Oh, you know what's crazy is like the signal was so bad that it kept cutting in and out. Like it would like cut the stream out and then it would start back up. But this is the Prism. I was going off of Prism. It says 720. Testing. Send. Okay, so low key, like the camera quality. This is, mind you, this is the front facing camera quality. This is 720 with the front facing camera, not the back camera. And this looks actually pretty crispy, in my opinion, for live streaming with the front camera of an iPhone. Now, I will say I think the connection cut out because it did split it into two uh videos. It looks like there's two videos. So somewhere in here, the what are we doing? What's going on? Somewhere in between here, the network or the connection cut off, but it must have kicked back on. So and I will say that I did see it like saying like connection interrupted or something like that. So that needs to be fixed. I don't know if it's a Prism thing or if it's a Straight Talk, because I was streaming, I use Straight Talk when I stream. Like that's like the carrier that I use. I don't know if it's like them not being prioritized on like the 5G towers. I don't know, but very interesting. The top of 3,000 calories. Now I'm consuming about 2,000 calories. You can have fun while doing it and create fun experiences and memories. But it could really just be a fuel. Kick back, relax, and just drink whenever I'd like to. Yeah, so I mean, it looks good. For some reason, it cut off there, but it kept recording. So, not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. We're getting off track. Prism though, using Prism, I don't see any watermarks. Do you, chat? Because I don't. Prism's good.
I prefer IRL Pro. Another thing that I researched as well is that Samsung actually has better thermal handling. So that's very important, especially for overheating. When you're streaming long durations, your phone will get hot. When I started IRL streaming, a lot of people thought I was using an actual camera. They didn't know I was using an S23. The camera quality on the Samsung is way more crisp and vibrant, whereas the iPhone has more of a soft smoothing effect, which kind of gives more of a cinematic kind of vibe. I strongly believe that the Samsung looks more appealing to the viewer's eyes, especially when the bitrate is low. Samsung's image processing gives you like more sharpened, more detailed video feed.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. The only thing I'm really worried about is the overheating.
Another thing as well is that there's more camera control and better performance in different environments, such as indoors, outdoors, low light, day, night, you name it. The second thing that you
day and night, what?
need is IRL Toolkit, which is a pay monthly service. So IRL Toolkit is essentially.
But why? Why do we need IRL Toolkit to stream IRL? Because what is this? What is this using only Prism, which is free, no watermark? The only issue I have is it cut off somewhere in between these, like the connection cut out, but it kept streaming. That's the only issue that we're facing, and this is all trial and error on a budget, chat. No $30,000, no $2,000. It's literally an iPhone 14 Pro off of LTE. I don't know what the IRL toolkit is, but let's figure it. Let's just see what she has to say.
Actually, a remote OBS. It's like your control center for when it comes to IRL streaming. The one thing that I really love about IRL.
So the only thing I can think of is just like somehow adding overlays to this while streaming. But even then, you don't need that. But even then, you don't even need that.
Toolkit is that they deal with the tech side of everything and you basically just stream. Instead of your IRL stream just being a plain camera, you can also customize it to be like your at-home setup. So you can have your stream alerts, you can have your overlays, you can have text to speech, basically like your remote OBS. Another very, very important thing is auto scene switching. IRL Toolkit will cover you, especially when your signal drops. This is a lot more better than streaming directly from your mobile phone Twitch app. When your internet cuts out, it will freeze your stream or it will completely kill it and stop the stream. It kills the vibe with your viewers. Like, it's awkward. Like, if you're in a place where it's constantly cutting out, then it's just gonna be start stop on Twitch, which is again.
Then that needs to be like a connection issue. I don't know how IRL Toolkit would. Maybe we just need to go to IRL Toolkit and look into it. But like, this is a connection issue that could be fixed with a better like paid plan off of your carrier, or you would have to invest in like a hotspot that would basically act as Wi-Fi wherever you went.
Again, very unprofessional. Whereas with IRL Toolkit, it basically covers you and protects you while you are kind of like reconnecting. So with auto scene switching, when it detects that you got low bit rate or when your signal is dropping, it will automatically switch to a reconnecting scene so that your viewers are basically in the loop and they know that you're coming back and they know that you're having technical issues. That way your stream looks way more professional. You have viewer retention because they basically know when something's going wrong and they know that you're going to come back. And another thing that I added on as well is Clips Player. I uploaded my own compilation of like funny moments, IRL stuff.
That's smart.
And I put that so that when people are waiting for me to come back, they're going to be entertained. So onto the IRL Pro app. A really good thing about IRL Pro is that it works very smoothly with IRL Toolkit. It allows you to use custom RTMP, which is what is going to allow IRL Toolkit and its features to work on your IRL stream. So you're going to definitely need an app that allows you to use the RTMP URL.
Need a UGC video for your business?
No, not today, but thanks for the offer. Hey,
Camera, add good
That IRL Toolkit will provide for you. Your IRL Pro app will basically work as your ingest. What does that mean? It connects to a server that IRL Toolkit sets up. So essentially, when you're on your IRL Pro app and you press the play, it will send the feed directly to IRL Toolkit. IRL Toolkit is what's connected to your Twitch. So when you press start on your IRL Toolkit, that's when it will send it to Twitch. You're basically able to test your quality even before you go live on stream, which is perfect, especially for countering any tech problems. Another great thing that I really love, again, like I said, this is all free, but you can fine tune your video and audio settings. So you can choose your resolution from 720 to 1080p.
you can also do that in Prism.
You can change your frame rates from 30 to 60 FPS. You can also tweak your audio source. You can up the mic gain. You can connect your Bluetooth mic. You can connect your Rode wireless mic to it. IRL Pro
Yeah, but you can do that to the iPhone already.
is optimized for longer streams with lower battery drain and heat compared to other apps like Streamlabs or Lyrics. A really good thing, especially for beginners, is that the UI is very minimal and very simple. You will have a mute button where you're able to tap mute quickly if you wanted to mute. You can also tap what camera lens you want to use. So if you want to use ultra wide, if you want to zoom in a little bit, you can do that. You can also double tap your screen to seamlessly change from front camera to back camera. You can also see chat. You can see your audio levels. You can also see your battery. So again,
Am I tripping, or can you not do that in Prism? Chat. I'm pretty sure in Prism, if you do this, looks good. Double tap. Oh, actually, there's a button here. So you can flip it. The front camera, back camera. You have your FPS, your kilobytes per second. You have like your audio up here. It literally has everything up here. The three dots, mic on, mic off. Literally, you can have your flash on, flash off. It literally has the controls like this in Prism. I think they'd actually, I don't know. This is 10 days old, 10 days ago, and I don't know. This is what Prism kind of looks like. It's a little bit different. Let me see if I can't do this with the camera too. I didn't even check this. Can you zoom in? Zoom out? Okay, so there we might have the issues are oh yeah, there it is. View screen fit. Let me see. Maybe I'm tripping. Oh yeah, here we go. Focus camera pro, close, remote control connection. Let's go turn that off. Okay, so I think what we're running into on Prism right now, what I'm looking at is changing from your camera modes. Like you can't, I don't think you can zoom in right now. Um, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah. Camera on, you can turn the camera off if something crazy happens. You can use a Bluetooth microphone. Save video after streaming. Use live status indicator. So I think the only thing we're running into is switching cameras. Oh, you can do like emoji faces too. Yeah, I don't want to do that, but that's cool that you can do that. I need to play with this a little bit more. Oh yeah, they have filters and everything on here too. You can do texts. Try adding media file sources to your camera screen. I think you can actually upload overlays to this and within Prism because they have texts, widgets, media. Oh, you can add videos, photos to this. Which I have to flip the phone around. I know it might look funny, but I have to flip the phone around because the screen's cracked. That's why I would be using this as a camera. Yeah, we need to definitely play with this because you can do quite a bit. I just need to learn how to do um the cameras because you can do resolution on here. Prism, you can do. I know you guys need to see this, but yeah, you can go from 30 to 60 to resolution to keep the bit rate down and not have it look all crazy. Keep it at 720, 30 frames per second. Yeah, if I could just figure out how to. Oh, you can zoom in and you can zoom out. Okay, so you can zoom in on the camera. I just don't think it'll allow you to do the. No, yeah. I think it's not letting me use the fisheye lens, or maybe it is. I can't tell. No, I could tell if it was. It's not letting me use the fisheye lens, which is fine. Which is fine because the iPhone 10 doesn't have the fisheye lens. I don't know. I'm over here geeking chat. The 14, I'm sure you could do it.
Absolutely amazing for the beginner. Another thing that
Geeking.
you really need is an eSIM or a physical SIM, but I think an eSIM is better in my opinion. A lot of people think that you just need Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi isn't strong enough to hold an IRL stream, unfortunately. Like there will be times where it will drop, especially when you're in a public space. Like it's gonna cut off a lot. You want to do your research. What signal is the best in your city? Because when it comes to IRL streaming, it's all about constantly moving. It's all about traveling, exploring. It's all about being outdoors. You want to make sure that the internet is moving with you. You want to find a network that has good data coverage, handles 5G, and also if you plan to go ham with IRL streaming, definitely invest in unlimited data. Mobile.
So yeah, I'm actually looking into switching from Straight Talk to Visible Plus, I believe, by Verizon. So for some reason, it's cheaper than Straight Talk and it has better hotspot capabilities and better in my area. It just seemed like I looked it up. I chat GPT this and looked it up. Somehow it's cheaper and it has better connection. So and it has a free trial, so I should be able to like try it out for I think it was 7 days. For a whole week I can just try messing with it, see how the connection really is, and then if I like it, then I can permanently switch over to it. But it's like I said, it's cheaper anyway, so we might even run it for a month. We might just switch it over for like a month, see how it is, and I can keep my number too, so that's a big plus. So we might try it. And I looked it up in like my city, my area, and it said that it had like good coverage too. So interesting.
Data gives you coverage everywhere from streets, parks, trains, cars.
But the thing is like okay, so if I get the plan and it has good 5G services and unlimited hotspot, that's why I would use the other camera to stream with and then have my other phone to read chat, take phone calls and text messages and stuff like that if needed.
venues wherever you are. And the 5G allows you to have a smoother, higher quality stream even while you're on the go. And the great thing about the eSIM is that even when you go abroad, you can find an eSIM that's perfect for that country or international, and you can IRL stream wherever you are. Another
Big brain, big brain.
thing that you need is a tripod. So I use this tripod. Now the great thing about this is that it's actually extendable.
Mine's
So
62
when
inches.
I'm doing something, I can put it on the floor. I could just leave the phone there, especially when I
Yes.
don't have a cameraman and my viewers can see what I'm doing. You can tilt it. So it's like a selfie stick. Again, perfect for the solo streamer if you don't have a cameraman. And you also want something that can kind of like stand on a table too when you're eating or kind of just sitting down and just chatting to your viewers. So you want a very adaptable tripod. If you don't plan on sitting down, and or if you do also have a cameraman, I would also invest in a gimbal. So gimbal allows you stability. It means that the
That's the next investment, chat.
camera won't shake while you're moving about and whatnot. Another thing that you
My brother has a gimbal, and I saw him use it shooting content because he makes car content. He has a truck, but him and his buddies, they have a bunch of like nice vehicles and they do car content and stuff like that. And he has this really cool gimbal, and he has an app connected to it, and it literally like spins the phone around and does like really cool transitions. And when he's filming and stuff, he'll do like, you know, the angles and stuff, and it's so smooth.
need is wireless mics. Now
First time I saw that, it blew my mind, by the way.
when you're outdoors, it usually gets very, very loud. Or sometimes when you have a cameraman and you're walking away from the camera and you're not facing it, your voice isn't necessarily going to get picked up by the camera. So you're going to need a mic so that wherever you go,
Don't buy, I don't have them next to me, but don't buy like the $5, $10 lavalier mics, because at first, when you first speak into it, the gain on that is so crazy. It sounds super terrible. But I will say, after it picks up and like, okay, I think what it does, it reads the peak. So when you speak into it, it peaks because it does, it's like reading it. So you'd have to do some like testing, but people don't know how to do that. You'll have to go testing, talking to it, so it'll read the peaks and it'll moderate itself. Because when I use it, I had to learn this the hard way. It peaks really hard, and then like after it reads that it's peaking, it'll moderate itself, and then it'll sound pretty smooth. But I mean, if you're okay with that and you figure that out on your own, that's a plus. But I will say that I've watched countless videos, and like the wireless Go or like the nicer like mics that you can hook up to your phone, those do sound crisp. But hey, we're on a budget, chat, so maybe you need, maybe you got to start with the $10 ones. I don't know.
your viewers will hear you. I currently use the Rode Wireless Go-To mics.
Why did I know she was gonna say that?
And I believe that this is perfect because you just quickly connect it to your S23 with a USB-C and it will automatically register on your IRL Pro app. I bought two so that when I am out and about with another person, the viewers can hear us. Perfect, especially when like, you know,
You don't need two. You just need one. But hey,
you're out with your friend or you're on a date or whatnot.
because you've seen the interviews, I'll talk into it and then I'll hold it for you to talk into, and then I talk into it. But if you have two, then it's easier. But we're on a budget, so.
Or you want to IRL stream those kind of situations. But I found that this gives you such crisp quality compared to the DJI Mic 2. I've tried the DJI Mic 2 that came with my Osmo, and it sounded very, very muffled. And I just didn't like it. If you guys can get your hands on this, even if it's second-handed, then definitely do so. But if you can't,
Always buy secondhand, refurbished stuff like that. Always.
then internal mic on your Samsung is still very, very good. Another very, very important thing that you need.
Yeah, even so, basically, you don't need mics for your phone, especially if you're IRL and your phone's like straight up in your face, you know, pretty close. If you need to, talk a little bit higher so it'll pick up your voice or whatever. But like when I record in the gym, sometimes I'm like, I don't know, 15 feet away and stuff. And so like I'd have to scream at the phone. And even then, there's other people talking, there's music playing, there's like machines being used. And so like the lavalier mics that I have that are like the $10 ones, they do come in clutch. They do. But the only thing is with the cheap ones is like they pick up everything. So you kind of have to be careful like moving the mic around, because even like rubbing against your shirt, it'll sound pretty scratchy. And if the wind is blowing pretty heavy, then it picks that up as well. So there's like pros because like even indoors it's good, but the cons are like if you rub against it'll pick it up. And but I don't know. The ones I use, I'm pretty like I try to be as careful as possible, but they sound fine. They sound fine indoor. And I'm not like wrestling a damn bear, so I don't know.
It's a portable charger. This ensures that your phone doesn't die midstream and that you can stream for long hours.
This is something I do need. I haven't bought a portable charger. I have a bunch of like the older, like cheaper ones. Don't cheap out on the portable chargers. Chat. Just I think if you're gonna spend money anywhere, it would be the portable chargers.
Because you're either constantly topping it up or you're just keeping your phone connected to the power bank. This is a 26,800 mAh, which is very powerful. It will fast charge. It has, I think, 3 or 4 charges, which again is really good. So I always make sure that this is fully charged. And finally, this is another thing that I found is very important. This is like a USB-C splitter. There is only one USB-C slot on the S23. And so I can't charge it and also use my mic at the same time. So with this,
Big brain.
you basically put
I didn't even think about that because I'm sure everyone's going to upgrade to mics, and you're gonna need to like hook it up to a battery bank like that. That is so smart. I didn't even think of that.
this dock into your S23 or whatever phone that you have, and then there's 2 USB-C ports in here. One of them is for charging and
Damn, that's crazy. You can hook up a keyboard.
the other one is for the mic.
I see the USB ports.
So yeah, this is my current setup. So I have my S23 as my main streaming camera, and then I use my iPhone to read chat and to also control my stream if I need to,
Yo, what's up, chat?
without having to touch my phone while it's on the tripod. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have any questions.
What's up? She's got a 2-phone setup. That's ideally what we're trying to do with our 2 iPhones. If the iPhone XR gets like just too hot, too fast, it is an older phone. I am on a budget. If it does get like that, then I may have to invest into the $200, $300 Samsung or Galaxy S22, 23. The cheat code to that is you can also do a monthly payment plan on those devices. And if you're on a budget, you might have to do the monthly plan. But hey, we out here, we're hustling, we're grinding. I actually enjoyed this video, and when I find people who I enjoy their videos like this and it's like very helpful, I'm gonna subscribe. I'm curious about this $200 setup. Let's see what this is
Even
about.
when your room is 80 degrees.
This guy is literally on every single one. How IRL stream anywhere in the world. We'll watch that one next because it keeps popping up everywhere. But he's holding up some looks like some very expensive equipment. Affordable gear I'd buy if I were starting YouTube in 2025. Literally just point and shoot on your iPhone, chat. Oh yeah, I just hit 100,000 views on my YouTube, which is so phenomenal, and 1,000
How
hours.
to stream IRL in real life on a budget
I don't think this is like I think this is like actually his fashion.
with everything you see here. We're going to talk about each piece that I have, how much it costs, and we're going to compare it to regular IRL streaming bags.
Are those corduroy, chat? This is crazy.
We'll show them off, show how much they are, show what they're all about, and what this is all about, and the difference in price. So
Gimbal,
this is it.
iPhone.
Super simple, very easy, uses your own phone. So let's get started and we'll talk about everything.
See, it looks like he has one cord hooked up to it, but I can see a mic, and that has to be a charger. So I'm curious on how this is going to be set up. It's a power bank, microphone, tripod. We don't need that. We don't need any of that. We don't need any of that. Wait, what is this? Oh, we don't need that. Pre-made. the setup. We actually might go watch this, but let's just kind of see what's
you
going
have
on.
seen on me already. Let's go. All right, guys, let's get into each one of the products you saw in the original video, along with some extra products I have inside
Eyebrows are clean.
this bag. As I show the products, I'm going to show the price on the screen. At the end, we'll do a running total, and then I'll even talk about ways I think you can actually even save money compared to what I'm doing here. So this is the backpack I am using. I'm not even sure who the brand is. Looks like it's Madian. I found it on Amazon. Again, none of this is a sponsored video. The links I'm going to put in the description are affiliate links. So if you do click on them and purchase something, I will get a portion of the proceeds. Thank you. If you don't, all good. But I found this on Amazon, and the best thing about it is it has a USB charger coming out of the bag. As you can see, I have my USB charger plugged in right here, and inside the bag it has
Oh, I bet that mic is for his camera that's recording this.
and then if I need to just charge anything else, I can charge multiple things at the same time. Amazing power bank. Next up is the Hollyland Lark M2 wireless microphones by Lavalier. I'm wearing it right here. So this setup I have, and again, I feel like when you're starting out with IRL streaming, external microphones are not completely necessary. You could just use a microphone on your
Big facts. Big facts.
phone. But if you are going to go the extra step, these are great microphones. They do come with two. It also comes with something that will connect to an actual camera. And then it comes with what connects to your phone. This is not the specific one that you are looking at for this. I'm actually recording with that now, but it looks just like this. And the nice thing about this is you can actually plug in, while this is plugged into your phone, right? In your charger, and you can still charge your phone while having the microphone attached.
Bro, hold on, chat. I thought I had my mic set up in my bag. I guess I left it in the car.
So this is pretty awesome.
Okay, but it's that specific brand.
And again, you don't really need a microphone for IRL streaming in the beginning, but it
I'd still go for like the port cable that the girl had that with the split port.
definitely does step up your game to have that better sound quality for sure.
Okay, so the next thing to get is a split port. Split port cable, charger plus mic setup. Literally, that's it. Oh, better power bank. We're cooking, chat. We're cooking.
So these are great, and it has its own little charger. This base will charge what is in here, and then you just charge up the base, of course. So
I don't even think you need a backpack. I would just like put it maybe in a smaller bag and have it like on the back of like the tripod or something that hooks up to it if you need to keep it away from you, or if you're going to be mobile, have like a little bit longer cord and have it like hooked up to like you can even put the power bank in like your back pocket or something, or like hook like a smaller bag up to like your pant line or something. I don't know, get creative, that's the whole point of this, is be creative.
super easy, super nice to use. I love it. Next up in the bag, my tripod. All right, so let's look at my total. You have your own phone, which should hopefully
I like his setup, chat. I really do.
cost you $0. You have no additional monthly service from your own regular service plan. So again, $0. We got your backpack, which is
That makes sense. Your phone, use what you have already. Your phone, your service, that's what you use on the daily. This is just like the extra.
$36. The power bank was
This is probably the best tripod I've ever invested in ever. It's not for like your DSLR cameras. It's for like your phone and stuff like that. $23. Power bank is probably going to be your most expensive. This is like a perfect example. $30 for the tripod. You really don't need light sources if you're going to live stream, because you'll be, or IRL streaming, you're going to be out and about. But like at home, use what you got. And if you need to, I guess buy a light, but no. On a budget, tripod, $25. You already got your phone. That's really all you need. Power bank is like your next investment. And then I would do like a mobile mic, which you could get a cheap one for, like I said, $10. But you could also get the splitter, hook up a cheap power bank. You don't need anything expensive. You could go honestly get the cheaper ones, but I would already use, phone, tripod, then get the power bank, then get the mic.
100. We got our Craft Geek tripod at 30. The selfie light for the Craft Geek, 25. The newer handheld light, 24. It is. Again, your own phone, 0. No additional monthly service, 0. Most likely you have a backpack around. You don't really need a backpack with a USB port.
Everyone's got a backpack laying around, chat.
You can just run a wire outside of your backpack and just drop the power bank in
Bro, I have the perfect backpack for this.
there. So really, you could probably take the backpack out. You do need a power bank. I would definitely strongly suggest you
Damn, an unfiltered conversation with the Optic Hex selling Optic for 100 million is crazy.
have an extra tripod. You can probably get rid of all the extra lighting for now. You can get rid of the Ulanzi little miniature tripod.
This guy's cooking.
You can get rid of the neck mount, not really needed. Instead of the DJI Osmo Mobile 7P, go with the DJI Mobile SE for $69. Check it out. It's a great another option that is cheaper. And you really, again, don't need external microphones to start your live streaming. Is it great? Yes, but is it necessary? No. Take that out. That puts our total at under $200.
That's crazy. I'm gonna live stream tomorrow on my setup, my budget IRL streaming setup. 6 days ago, IRL streaming setup. I don't know what language that is. Wasn't there another one up here? Looks like they're having fun with their IRL streaming. Yeah, those look like the yikes. Those looks like the only ones that popped up, which is unfortunate, but out of the whole YouTube, that's the only thing that popped up really for budget IRL stream setup. That kind of blows my mind. For this month, that's kind of ridiculous because I feel like there'd be way more people talking about budget IRL stream setups. Like, honestly, no more results. I find that very cap. I find that very, 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 very cap. That is ridiculous. There's nothing. There's no. That's kind of odd.
Do not spend $130 on the IRL toolkit.
Or the
Which is so crazy. Scam.
$2,000 backpack.
Scam.
Try this instead. Download the iOS app Moblin. Moblin can send your phone camera to your PC. After, look up Bela Box on GitHub. Pledge $10 to unlock a Bela Box SRT server.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm good. Okay, so we're going to go with that. We're going to go with tripod, iPhone XR, which is just my old phone that has a cracked screen that I can just use to record myself with. And with Prism on this one, it comes with everything needed, like chat and everything. But since it's going to be hooked up to Twitch, I can pull up my other phone, which will be used as a hotspot for this other phone. That way, if somebody calls me or I can read chat, blah, blah, blah. I just need to test it tomorrow to make sure, like, the hotspot works for this and just kind of see, just test it out, see if it looks good. If not, then we might try the Visible Plus. That might be the new hack. And I've ran multiple tests on the Chat GPT on what would be the best, even for my area. And Visible Plus looks like it's going to be the better option. But we're going to use Straight Talk since that's the plan that we're using, and then we'll try Visible Plus. If it works or not, we're gonna try it out. But here's what like the little cheap lavalier, that like $5, $10 mics look like. There's usually like a fuzz on the top, but it's off right now. But tomorrow we're gonna test it out and see what's going on. We got a bunch of stuff to do tomorrow, but I think that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. The only thing about live streaming IRL this way is you cannot do it with TikTok. So like on this phone, I could hook it up with the hotspot on my phone, but if I wanted to go, because this is going to be Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, but if I wanted to go live on TikTok, I'll have to do it separately. So I'm kind of curious to see if I go live on Twitch and YouTube and Facebook multi-stream off the Prison app running off of the hotspot on this phone, can I go live on TikTok? That'll be the test for tomorrow. And if that works, my mind's going to be blown, honestly.